introduce our company and also the technology product which we develop, and also the ideas we are going to explore in battery energy storage part. First, I'm going to say something about our mission and also vision. The first thing is that our vision is to be a global leader provider of energy storage technology and also solutions. And later, I will give some more details on the technology, what we are developing now, and also the solutions we are going to compatible for the clients. And second thing is that we are always keeping on moving and driving the energy storage industry forward through the advanced technology. Maybe today we are developing the noise sensor, and in the near future we are going to do something more. In later I will give more introduction on that. And let's go back to the company. First, I need to let you know who is ZOE. In year 2013, ZOE Energy Group was founded, and that was a group company. In the beginning, we are manufacturing the PV panels. We are always staying in the renewable energy since we started to do the investment for solar projects and also wind projects. And until now, we own around, we invested around 6 gigawatts solar and PV plants, and wind plants, sorry. And also we have owned, till now, around 3 gigawatts. In year 2022, the government requires every battery system and wind parks to have the battery integrated. And we started to think about that. What kind of product will be the best for us? And our boss, Jason, determined to do it by ourselves. And in that year, 2022, we established our R&D center in Changzhou and also the digital center in Shanghai. Since then, it's very early years for the battery storage industry. Many people were doing the air cooling system, but we determined to do the liquid cooling. And secondly, we done a lot of research in system protection, firefighting suppression system, how we can maintain that battery to be more safer than the others. And we do some research in the chemical things. We do some research in the suppression system when the fire really happens. And all the things we done find that's pretty hard to really do it very accurate and also a very fantastic way to stop that fire spreading to the others. In this year, I believe many people have seen a lot of tests, like real on-fire test for the 4 containers in the one array, and make them on fire to see if they can spread to the others. We are also going to do that, but that's not the final key. We are trying to do something else. We want to pre-alarm the system before it's really turning into some around way into fire. And later we can go move on. Luckily, in the last year, our group was ranked top 500 energy enterprise in China, and also ZOE Energy Storage is recognized as a tier 1 group for last Q4 and also Q1 this year. This is our manufacturing line. We have 4 gigawatt-hour production line. One is in Jiangxi, and the other one is in Tibet. And also we have our own small string PCS manufacturing line also. For product, we mainly focus in commercial and industrial, and that's why the presentation is mainly for C&I solutions. And in the middle part, we have the cabinets, which is we have all-in-one cabinet and also only DC cabinet also. And the small PCS, we have 125 kilowatts liquid cooling and also 200 kilowatts for the string inverter air cooling. And for container option, we have all-in-one container and also only the DC part containers too. And we work with TUV Suit and Ryan and Nord and other SGS to certify our products when the system is ready. And also we have very good relation with TUV Suit. And for technology part, that's the key here. Normally, when we are finding the summer runway is going to happen, that will be like 3 steps. The first one is that maybe it's due to some reason like abuse of battery using and also some other reasons. The battery cell there will be some inner short circuit happens inside, and the temperature will rise up. It might go to 100 degrees. And before that, around 85, our temperature sensor is still working, but over 85, the most of temperature sensor will be invalid. And also the stage 2, when temperatures keep rising, the chemical reactions will keep working, and also which will rise the temperature to even 200 degrees. And in these two steps, we do a lot of tests in the real packs and also modules and the cells. We find there will be the first thing is expansion. And if we go to the final step, step 3, that will be really hot. As when temperature rises to 350 degrees, if the gas is really in the air, that's hot easily to go to burn or explosion. In order to protect the system, in the past, our system was doing some way, like in the first stage, we have this cell temperature sensing, and also pack level, flammable gas sensing. If anything is wrong, we will stop the system and use the NOVAC 1230 or FK5112 to just cool down. But now that material is forbidden now, so we are going to change some other material or get rid of this process. But the second thing is that when the pack level pressure relief is already working, then we will sense flammable gas in the container level, cabinet level sensor also, smoke sensor also. And then the aerosol was released to make sure there will be no oxygen for the fire spreading. And these two ways is not the best way to really stop that when the fire is really going to happen. And the final way, we also have the water pipes. If the conditions worse, we suggest our clients to just manually switch on the water and then flood it. But the most important thing is that how can you stop that from the temperature rising to 100 degrees, even 200? As in the beginning, we tested with many, many cells. When the expansion happens, actually we have a lot of chances to stop that turning into really thermal runaway. And the expansion of the cell will make very, very easy to track the noise. When we were doing the test in many cells, we find that when that expansion happens, our sensor can easily sense that. And also, we can stop that even less than 60 degrees to 70 degrees, and then we can make sure it will not go to the second stage or third stage. And this is the multi-sensor which we are developing now. I think it's here. Yeah. This sensor integrates with 3 modules. The first one is that we have the smoke sensor integrated in this module. And secondly, we have the noise sensor. And third is the flammable gas sensor. The first priority is that when we are sensing the temperature is over the limitation, we will stop the system. If the expansion already happens, we will stop when the noise is attracted. And also, seeing from this software, actually, hardware, we are also integrating it with the GPU to learn the real waveform. As the noise waveform is also different, just like AFCI, which is the regulation in United States, is you need to capture a lot of different waveforms and then choose the correct one and to learn, let the system to learn, and then the system can make sure you will have very good accuracy to track that thermal runaway. And this is what we are doing in China already 1 year now. And also we are applying for the invention patent for this module. And in the next year or later this year, we will deploy all the systems. Our project will deploy with this module inside to make sure that the clients will have a safer solution. And secondly, is that the technology in the part is already being introduced. But just now I didn't mention that in the future what we are working on. That sensor is the first thing. Second thing, we are also working on that arc fault. As when arc fault detection is also the second way. I think someone in the market is already doing that. And also we are trying to deploy that into our system also. And now we go to the scenarios. As when we are developing the first generation battery systems, we find that that's not really what customer is requesting. When we go to Sweden, our clients are asking for, what kind of system you can provide to us, which can help our client, our end user to balance the grid and get the revenue back. And we check with like Checkwa, Current, Ariel, and a lot of aggregators to see what is really being requested. And we modify our software, we modify our PCS, and also to make sure it can react very fast, and then to make sure the system can just like if the system, the voltage or frequency is low, then we discharge to support the grid. If the frequency is high, then we charge to balance it. And for standalone system, which I mentioned is the most projects we have done in Nordic area, especially in Sweden and also Finland. And the system can just stay alone in the any site with a transformer, 400 volt or high voltage volt, we can just comply with them. And also for different aggregator, they can work for frequency balancing and also for peak and peak shaving and arbitrage for clients. And I think for now, the payback terms in Sweden is pretty nice. I think 2 years is quite enough for the system to get payback. And this is how the system works when the aggregator is regulating our system. It will always trip in with sending commands to our system to regulate if the grid requires us to operate. And also, secondly, the VPP or virtual power plants or aggregators, they are regulating in different ways, but mainly are the same. Some request the system to start in very short time, like 200 milliseconds, 500 milliseconds, but some request the system to go ramp down slower, but some request to ramp down fast. But we can work in both ways. And also the system can do the peak shaving or valley filling. When we are developing the system, as we know in Finland, the grid price can be forecast in the day before, so we can do some schedule in the day before to match with the grid. And also we can discharge in some time and charge in some time with a low price and then get the revenue also. And this part is what we are really specialized in, as we have 3 gigawatts solar park and wind park. We combine them with the batteries energy storage system. We have many projects with the big ones. The small picture we see, there's a 180 megawatt solar park, and that belongs to us. That battery parks also belongs to us. And we invested multiple projects like this together with wind and also solar. And for battery working with EV chargers, we have 2 kinds of solution. The first one is that we have the capacity. We can work with big containers or smaller PC battery to work with EV charger, like faster charge, supercharge, no problem. And also this will not impact, or be maintained and also regulated by the EMS if the clients can just preset all the schedules for us. And the second one is that if the clients doesn't have enough capacity, like 63 amp in the meter, we can also work with the battery system combined with the EV charger. As we have some clients in Norway, and also they are requesting this kind of system in some charge station, gas station. We only have a 40 kilowatt or 50 kilowatts, like less than 40 kilowatts transformer, very small transformer in the gas station, and we request to have some EV chargers, and we can combine them together with the ramp rate controlled by the EMS. The battery can just track to the usage of the EV chargers, and we can also balance the load. We make sure there will be no power over demand in the transformer to make sure the system will be safe. And also, microgrid is, I think that's also very popular now, as in Sweden. We find many clients are requesting this. I'm not pretty sure why, but I think that's due to some worries in the future. And also, our system, no matter in small projects like small cabinets, we can do on-off grid switch automatically, and also for big projects like 100 megawatt hour or 100 megawatts. The system can also work in different conditions. For small projects, it's very easy to combine them with the on-off grid switch, but for the big projects, especially in mid-NV side, it's pretty hard to do that. As in the beginning, when we were working with a 100 megawatt system, 1C solution in Africa, and that projects, when the grid is coming back, your battery storage system needs to convert it back into the PQ mode. And with stimulus converted, that's pretty hard for everyone. And in the market for now, only very few suppliers can do that, and we are one of them. And these are the projects we have already commissioned globally, and some of them are in Sweden, some of them are in China. Yeah. And this is all for my presentation. This is our booth in the next day. If anyone is happy or free, we invite everyone here to join us to see and talk more detail. Thank you very much.